Hello, everyone. I wasn't going to record a specific message for Long COVID Awareness Day, but I just realized I'm wearing teal, which is a color of Long COVID, and I'm sitting in front of some teal. So I'm going to go for it and say that I want to send a lot of love and appreciation and admiration to everyone living with long COVID, with myalgic encephalomyelitis, ME/CFS, with POTS. Today, we're especially considering folks who developed infection-associated chronic conditions after COVID-19 infection. And within this group, there's a bunch of us, myself included, who already had ME and POTS, dysautonomia, MCAS, etc., but whose symptoms got a lot worse and whose progress was erased due to one or several COVID-19 infections. I just want to send us a lot of love because it is so immensely hard to live in a world that doesn't want to acknowledge the reality of our illness and our suffering and our immense grief, and therefore doesn't want to invest in improving research as much as it should. Nevertheless, we persist in different parts of the world. So I'm here in Mexico and especially grateful to my friends here who advocate where there's even fewer doctors who know these conditions, even less support for people living with these conditions or social security support in general. I do want to feel that things are changing, that there's a shift. There's many of us, and we continue to raise our voices. And it is such a joy, like a real relief and joy for me, when I see people in science communication and SciComm joining in, recognizing the immense injustice of this all. So I didn't script this, and of course my brain cannot really structure thought or remember things the way it used to. So I'm just gonna pitch John versus Emmy here at the end, because we really want to bring attention to the history of myalgic encephalomyelitis. It's a history of abuse and neglect, and as many people had said, if infection-associated chronic conditions had been more recognized and researched, we wouldn't be in the situation in which we are, even though SARS-CoV-2 is a new pathogen. There's a lot of things in common, a lot of symptom similarities. The term post-exertional malaise, post-exertional neuroimmune exacerbation comes from ME. And a lot of the symptom control we know comes from ME and from dysautonomia research done very much against the current, against the grain. So please, if you don't know a lot about the history yet, visit our landing page, johnversusjohn.com. We've compiled some of our favorite resources. And also shout out to the Sick Times, this new publication that has just amazing coverage of long COVID and other infection-associated chronic conditions. Follow ME Action, follow Open Medicine Foundation and the Polybio Institute and Renegade Research and all of the people who are working to figure this out scientifically. And just, as always, abrazos y mucho amor desde la Ciudad de Mexico. And thank you for being in community with me, and for all the advocacy work you do, and for sharing your glimmers. Today has been an important but also really tough day. And so I'm hoping, I'm sending apapachos, hugs to all of us.